welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a bonus reading for yourselves because you were my most watched in a new video last week. So thank you very much for all of your support. It's very much appreciated. So I'm going to do you a bonus read this week. I'm going to carry on doing that every week. So if your video is the most watched, then I will be very much doing that every week. So make sure you watch them to get your bonus. Right, let's get into this. It's going to be a past, present, future. See what's going on for you. Do a horseshoe spread. Spirit, can we get some cards, please, for Gemini for past, present, future? Okay, so looking at it, in the distant past, it looks to me like you received some sort of message, something where you were very happy, it was a message of passion, something that really made you happy, possibly a romantic message, maybe it was something to do with work, but it's something that you felt really passionate about. Now, moving on to that into recent the recent past, we've got a page of cups in the reverse, very much suggesting to me that there's some unexpressed love here, or it could even be that maybe you've met someone or somebody's come towards you and you don't really see it going anywhere. Possibly don't really trust that particular person. At the moment in the current day, it's suggesting to me that you are massively overwhelmed. Maybe you've given a lot into a particular situation and you were feeling very emotionally drained at the moment. The future, we've got a tower, so something is going to change. We're going to have a bit of not necessarily an upheaval, but there's going to be some drastic kind of change, whether that is within yourself, whether it is just, it could be a job, a relationship status, belief. um, there is going to be a bit of a shake up, something that's going to be rocking you to your core and your foundations, and that's not far off at all. And then we've got an Eight of Swords in the reverse. So it's suggesting to me that if you've been trapped, being stuck, repeating things in your head in a loop, you are going to be coming out of that. You're going to be getting some movement going on in the future. You might have been, especially with a tower, let's face it, you tend to overthink a lot and you get yourself stuck in a bit of a cycle of overthinking while you analyze it and you learn from it, or just dwell on it, not necessarily learn from it like some people do. But you are a Gemini, so no doubt you will learn from it. But yeah, and it suggests to me that you'll be able to come out of that and you'll be moving forward, not keeping yourself stuck anymore. So that's a bit of an overview. Let's get some dig a bit deeper into it. So let's get some clarity on this Eight of Wands. Spirit, what's this Eight of Wands? Wow. So it looks as though the message is definitely to do with love, possibly to do with somebody that may have caused you some heartbreak in the past. So it looks as though you may have been somebody's choice, where you may have felt previously that you were a bit of an option. Yeah. So we've got the Three of Swords in the reverse. So it's something that you've healed from. So the message, it could be from somebody from the past that you've healed from, or it was something to do with healing. So maybe somebody's come towards you with a message of passion because, maybe it's an ex potentially. They've come towards you. They've got a lot of passion towards you. They've realized things were not as good as they could have been. They want, like an apology. They potentially want to get back together. We have an Eight of Cups here. So it's like they're doing a U-turn on If they'd walked away, they very much want to come back. So that this is in your distant past. So I don't know how long ago it was. We've got the Seven of Cups as well that came out in the reverse. So they've made a choice and they want you, is very much what this reading is telling me, that there was a big message, an apology, very much realizing that actually you were their person and they want you in the distant past. So let's get some clarity of this Page of Cups. This is Page of Cups. Whatever the Page of Cups is, it feels like you didn't trust the Page of Cups. So it looks to me like whatever this Page of Cups represents to you, you've closed it out as an end of a chapter. To me, it feels very much like the Page of Cups is some unspoken feelings about something. Um, Possibly you didn't trust the feelings and yeah, it suggests to me like they're unspoken. It's something that you've closed out. You don't need to go back into it. Um, we've got a King of Cups here as well. So very much, again, talking about unspoken feelings. Now, the King of Cups can be a little bit of an emotional manipulator. But to me, this feels like it's something that you've done to yourself. Maybe you've manipulated your emotions to make yourself feel like you've closed a chapter out. It could be very much that you just didn't trust your own feelings about something. Um, we do have a judgment card in the reverse, so you haven't. It does suggest to me that you actually haven't finished making your mind. You're still reserving judgment on whatever this Page of Cups represents to you. So even though it looks as though you've tried to close it out as a chapter, you still don't know. It's like you still keep thinking about it and revisiting it because you haven't decided whether or not you actually have come to an ending with it. Now, whether that is just that you've closed out a particular chapter of something that's happened, but you're considering it actually, if if it was a person, for instance, if they changed, if they can prove that they've changed, or you know, if it's to do with this message, for instance, if they can prove that they've changed compared to what they were, would you consider it? Because it'd be a start of a new cycle. You know, it could just be that it could be completely unrelated, and it could just be that you've ended a cycle of being sure of your own feelings, and now you're very unsure. It feels to me like you're not telling somebody, or you haven't told someone how you feel, and it's kind of kept you a little bit stuck. You could potentially want some closure from someone, or maybe need to give closure to someone. Let's have a look at this Queen of Cups with the present day. Because you're definitely feeling emotionally overwhelmed. You could potentially have given too much to a particular situation in the present day, and you're just feeling very disconnected from your emotions right now. Yeah. I've got an Empress in the reverse, completely emotionally overwhelmed here. You don't feel very nurtured. You don't feel like giving to anything. You don't feel like doing anything new. This, I'm not going to lie, it suggests to me that you could potentially be going through a bit of depression. We also have a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and a Queen of Swords in the reverse. So you could potentially be at battle with yourself as well. You don't feel happy in your home. You don't feel very stable. You don't feel like things are going your way. You're potentially doing battle with yourself. You think people are lying to you. Wow, you're going through a lot. You really are going through a lot. Most Geminis I know are very much Empress all the time. So to see so many queens in the reverse, in an Empress in the reverse, that is a lot that you've got going on. This tower. Mine, I'm assuming that this tower is going to be, yeah, that's better. Things are going to be changing for you. Yep, two more spirit. Give me three. Okay. We have a page of swords. So very much a watch and see kind of energy here. Maybe you're used to acting, judging, making decisions really quickly. This tower suggests that you're actually going to wait and see. We've got an eight of wands in the reverse, so possibly miscommunication may have happened. I've got a seven of pentacles and I've got a four of wands. So you've planted some seed somewhere, something to do with this miscommunication, and you're waiting and watching to see what happens. And to me, I feel like it's going to shock you. I think from what I can see, you've going through so much that you just don't trust anything anymore. It looks as though any trust at this present time, it looks like it's completely gone. It's blown out the window. You don't trust yourself, you don't trust other people. To me, it looks very much like you're disconnected from everything. You are not necessarily feeling your emotions, you're completely blocked from them, potentially. You're not listening to your intuition. You don't feel like you're getting anywhere with work. If you're in a job, you feel like money's not really helping. You feel like your home isn't very comfortable, you don't feel stable, you don't feel like you're getting honesty off people either. You don't feel like you're trusting anything at all. Here, to me, it very much feels like you're going to put something out into the world, a purposeful miscommunication, and you're going to wait and see what happens. And it's going to shock you that much that it's going to cause you this beautiful tower moment, and it's going to change your big beliefs, and it's actually going to give you some much needed stability and a big payout. So, whatever that is, that Four of Wands, happy home, stable home life, and potentially a bit of a payout as well. The Seven of Pentacles, yes, it's waiting for things to come to fruition that you've sown, but it can also involve a payout. So, whatever it is, whatever you put out, whether it's like you're testing someone and it's going to be a very pleasant surprise. I think from what I can see here, it looks to me like you're very much going to test someone to see if you can trust them. And they're going to surprise you with that you can. And it's going to completely knock you off your socks or knock your socks off. And it's going to completely change what you currently believe. So, all of this, you can't trust anybody but yourself, and even then, you're still chastising yourself. It's all going to change, all because of one communication that you're just going to watch either explode or come back in a completely unexpected way. And then the Eight of Swords is in the distant future. That is very much telling me, like I say, that you're going to be out of feeling stuck. So it's going to take some time, but this Tower is going to be that stepping stone to freeing you up, to giving you that freedom that you need. I think you've been holding on to something that this person from the past, from some damage that they've done to you a long time ago. You're finally getting to grieve it. You're finally going to grieve it. So it looks as though it was a big loss for you. Temperance. It's going to put you in back in balance, which is lovely. It means that you're actually going to be feeling your feelings, because here you're not. You're completely disconnected. And it looks like you're finally going to be reconnecting with yourself. Oh, beautiful. And you're going to reconnect with someone else. Not necessarily reconnect, but you're going to connect with someone else. You know, we've got this beautiful Two of Cups here, some emotional fulfillment. That Temperance is holding Two of Cups, pouring love from one cup to another, or water in her case, but that's what emotions are. And there's that Two of Cups. You're going to be meeting somebody new, potentially, or reconciling with someone. I think it's going to be someone new, because you're finally going to grieve. We do have a Magician here in the reverse. So he is telling me that you are still going to be lacking a little bit of confidence, but that's fine. And it does suggest to me as well that you might be feeling a little bit of lack of skill on how to move forward, or how to get what it is that you want. So it could just be that with this Two of Cups, you may never have experienced anything like it. So it's throwing you out of your depth, and you don't know quite what to do with it or where to go with it, because it's nothing like what you've experienced before. And that's all because of this. So you've got a little bit of emotional upheaval coming, but it's going to give you stability. And you know what? Compared to where you are now, this future looks amazing. So bear with it. It's not going to be long. This is in the near future. This is a little bit far off, the distant future, but 1 to 2 weeks in this miscommunication, this tower's going to happen, and then this will happen afterwards. Possibly another 8 weeks afterwards. Let's get some moonology and see if it can give you any kind of timeline. So the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. I'm feeling that's more for that one. Bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. Conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. The end of a tough cycle, new moon in Capricorn, right on the bottom. Sorry, full moon in Capricorn at the bottom. One of the, oh, I'll just put them back in the box. What other messages have we got for you? Yeah. Ground yourself, ground from the root. That's what you need to do at the minute. Ground yourself. It'll help you start feeling those emotions again. And intuitive journaling. Start journaling things. Start writing things down. You might find that it helps you get out of whatever rut that you're currently stuck in, and help you see different patterns. We've got a chalice here, abundant nourishment and fulfillment. So it's telling you that you need to be feeling your emotions. Yeah. Knowledge, openness, and potential. So an open book. Again, going in with that journaling, making sure that you're learning what you need to, finding out the potential in things. Right. Well, I hope you enjoyed your bonus reading today, Gemini. I'm loving this outcome for you, and I do hope things do get better for you in future because it does look like you're in a very tough position at the minute. I've got no doubt it will get better for you, and my hopes and prayers go out to you, anybody that is definitely going through this. I know it's a hard place to be stuck in when you're in it. But very much good luck, and thank you for joining.